Okay, welcome to Eye Opening. So the guy that you hear on the video, it's me. I think this is a better direction for my channel so you can see me. At first, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep it just solely on the narration aspect of it. But, I think this is better to give you a more personal contact with me. So today we'll be talking about how me as a grad student, me as a college student, has been able to save $15,000 on a $29,000 income, which I haven't totally received yet. Up to this day, up to this point, I think I've received at least 25,000 of it. I've been able to save $15,000 out of that. What I'm gonna do is run through my income and where it's coming from as a student. I'm going to go over how I spend and my bills and how I'm able to save. I mean, a lot of people have been asking me, like, how are you able to save so much money with not a lot of income? And I say, it's not what you get, what you receive is what you can keep. It's how to live a frugal lifestyle, a lifestyle that will allow you to be happy, but still live below your means, right? We're not suffering. We're not starving ourselves or anything like that. We eat the meals we need to eat. I want to show you in detail how I spend my money and how I'm able to save things and how I'm able to invest, and whether that be cars or that be the stock market, or that just be a money marketing account, or that can be just a savings account. I'm gonna really set all my listeners up for financial freedom and prosperity, which is the road that I'm on. I also want you to join the road. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna run through my finances in detail, right? First of all, who am I? My name is Montre Hudson. And as you see in the background, I just graduated with my bachelor's degree in geography at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I am now currently in a master's program in geography, get my master's in the concentration of paleoclimatology and paleo-environmental change. There you go, that's who I am. So on to the finances. So how am I getting paid at the moment if I'm in grad school, right? And then I just graduated college. So how do I make money? So there's two ways I make money. Number one, I got a diversity fellowship from the University of Tennessee. Why did I get that? Because I'm an underrepresented minority, first generation college student, and I also graduated with high honors. I graduated summa cum laude. So that's one way. They gave me $15,000. Second way, I'm a graduate teaching assistant. So I teach laboratories. So last semester, I taught a laboratory for 131, weather and climate. Now I'm teaching the laboratory for geography 132, which is landscapes and environment. So I also get paid another $14,900 for that. So that's where that $29,000 comes from, right? There you go. That's my income. And we're going to go on to my spending. What are my spending habits like? Well, one thing I don't like to do is go out to eat. Yeah, sometimes time is constrained, so I do go out to eat. But when I do, it's very picky and choosy. I won't get anything that's really expensive. I won't buy a meal that's over $7. I just will not do it. So most of the time what we do, me and my fiance, we go to Walmart, Food City, Kroger, and we buy our food. Buying your food is a whole lot cheaper, right? And then taking that leftovers of the food that you get and bringing it to work. And sometimes if you feel like it, you can meal prep as well. So these things will definitely help you save money. So like what Dave Ramsey says, he goes, rice and beans. On a rice and beans diet, okay? So we're not going out to eat. I also don't do a lot of fast food. If I do fast food, it's usually Subway or places like we ate tonight. We had at Buddy's Barbecue because, like I said, time's constrained. As far as eating, that's what we do. $15 worth of food at Walmart or something like that. And instead of lasting you one meal, for two people, it'll last you for 2 meals. And that's normally what I do for my food. So that's what we do for food, right? We're really, really, really conservative when it comes to food. We won't spend anything over $7. Don't go out to eat a lot. Eat at the house. And it gives you some time to sit down and actually talk to someone. Most people are in their phones all day, every day. And even when you go out to eat, people are in their phones. So what we do, put our phones down and we eat, we talk to each other, we ask each other about our days, and it gives you good bonding time. So on to entertainment. I've got one of my good friends here, Devin. He's on the phone. You can't see him, but you'll be able to hear his voice. Here he is. His name is Devin Hartman. We're going to talk about entertainment and how you need to be frugal with your entertainment spending. That don't mean you can't have fun all the time, right? But if you're going every weekend and you're spending money on beer, alcohol, that's fine if that's your pastime. But if you do it every single weekend and you spend $40 each weekend on beer and alcohol and partying, you got to ask yourself, Not that it was exactly. You gotta ask yourself, is this even worth it, right? Like, you can go to Walmart like we do and get some wine for $5 and then come home and spend $5 and have just as good a time. Or you can invite your friends to your house as well. Going out, you spend a whole lot of money, and just try to dive. And yes, the beverages and the beer and the alcohol is always overpriced too. So go to a grocery store, get your alcohol that way, and it's a whole lot cheaper. But also budget it though. Don't just go and buy a bottle every week or every weekend. Exactly. So we buy. Right, that's a good point. So what we do, we'll buy a bottle of Red Moscato. That bottle of Red Moscato can last us for a good, I don't know, that lasts us for a good, what, 2-3 weeks? A month? Yeah, sometimes a month. But yeah, just be conservative with your spending on your entertainment. And that goes across the board. That means movies, all this. Like, we don't go to the movies unless it's something that we just have to absolutely see in the movies. So for instance, we went to go see It 2 in the movies. We went to go see Avengers Endgame, which you have to go see that in the movies. And then I'm a Star Wars fan, right? As you can see the little Mandalorian in the background, right there. But besides that, I don't go to the movies. I go to the movies by every 3 months, maybe, or every 4 months. Movies are getting freaking expensive right now. There's drive-ins where everybody can put the money together and go see a movie. Or, going to the movies, it's gotta, like you said, be a certain movie that you want that feel, but majority of the time you can get that same feel with the entertainment center in a fire station. Yeah, so save more money. Yeah, exactly. Because you're buying something more expensive, but it's a one-time buy instead of consecutive $15. Great points. Great points. But people buy the snacks at the movie theater instead of bringing in snacks from the Dollar Tree or somewhere like that, and also save money. Yeah, thank you for reminding me that. That's what we do diligently. Me and my fiance, we go to the dollar store or Dollar Tree beforehand, like Devin just said, and we buy snacks there, right? You can get about 4 different snacks at the Dollar Tree for $4. You'll spend double that just getting one thing at the movie theater. So yeah, what Devin said is absolute great point. The moral of the story is, as far as entertainment, conserve your money and be careful and be cautious in how you spend it. Don't spend too much. Be on the budget. That's Devin playing music right now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to record a video right now. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to go on the bills. Depends on what stage of life you're in, on how many bills you have, and if you have kids and things of that nature. But in my case, I don't have any kids, I don't have any dependents. I only have 3 mandatory bills. That's the trick in all this, is trying to get less amount of bills as you possibly can. I know some people are in different situations, unique situations. So it could be a multitude of reasons why you may have more bills than I do. But the trick is to eliminate all bills that you don't have to have. That's basically what I'm saying, right? You don't want to be paying out a lot each month to somebody because you're in debt. You want to be paying out to people and to things that you absolutely need. Shelter, communication, and transportation. Yes, that's the line we're going to go down. So shelter, right? So the place I'm in right now, $830 for everything. That's our entire rent with utilities included. But we have a roommate. Highly suggest that if you're in college, if you're a college student, graduate, or undergrad, you should get a roommate. Because what they'll do, they'll put a less strain on you. So we pay $415, they pay $415. Phone bill. So I have 2 people on my phone bill. My roommate's one of them. He just pays me every month for his portion. And my portion is, since I was in the military, I got a military account. So if you've done anything in your past that you can take advantage of, such as the military, highly suggest to use those things. I have an $80 phone bill, 2 lines, and that pays for everything, unlimited everything. They give me free Netflix, so that's another bonus. So as you see, $415 plus $40 thus far for my communication and my shelter. I'm only paying what, $455. That's not much at all, right? Last thing, transportation, right? I have 4 cars under mine and my fiance's name. Every last one of them were paid off. And cars are also an investment in mine that I add into my net worth. So what I try to do is always buy cars in cash. Because you buy cars in cash, you can bargain out a whole lot better. Because if you got cash, there sometimes will come down, in my case, $300 to $500. Got a BMW 325i. They wanted $6,000 for it. I walked out the door with it for $5,400. You know, if you have cash, you can bargain a little more. How do you say that much cash for cars? It's precisely what we've been talking about. Be a minimum spender and be conservative. And little by little, you'll accumulate enough money to buy cars in cash. And that's what I do. Never buy cars on credit. I mean, people have made the mistake of doing it. Fortunately enough, I've been taught since I was little to never buy cars on credit, right? So I buy everything cash. And I try to look for a deal. I got a truck not too long ago, about a month ago, right? Mm-hmm. That increased net worth by $6,000, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm always trying to find the bargain. I bought 2 trucks in my life. One truck I bought from a rock company who they sell their fleet of trucks at a time. So then I contact a rock company and say, hey, how much you selling the truck for? Sometimes you get the truck 2 to 3 times less than what it actually is worth. So that's another way I bought a truck, undervalued. Another way is if you have family members like we did, you just have a spare car and you ask them like, hey, what are you doing with that car in your yard? And that's exactly precisely what I did. Like, oh, we don't need it. How much you want to offer for it? I say, whatever you want. You know, they're like, oh, well, give me $1,200. And I gave them $1,200. And then I looked it up on Kelley Blue Book. It's worth about $7,200. I'm like, man, I just made about a $6,000 profit on a car. That's remarkable. I'm always buying cars under. I never bought a car at $10,000. I always buy my cars at like around $6,000 or $5,000 or less. A $6,000 car is a very, very good car. Maybe a little older, but it's a very good car. It still will look nice. So yeah, that's what I do when it comes to transportation. Is I don't go above $6,000-$7,000. I find the bargain, and don't be relentless about it. Right? Don't be like, oh, it's taking me 2 weeks to find a car. I need to go ahead and just buy one. No. Be relentless about it and find a car that's undervalued. Make sure you have a mechanic check it. And, and look for the bargain.
How do they get that $6,000?
I mentioned that previously. So what I did to get $6,000, I used my scholarship money that goes back to making good grades, which I got $5,000 in scholarship money. And I was able to say each year, I did that for 2 years. And at the end of my Pellissippi career, I got $5,000 that I pocketed from those scholarships. So that's what you should do. Be conservative. Go to community college because they're cheap. You can get scholarships that will pay for all your school plus some, which is what happened to me. Study hard because the more you study, the more opportunity to get, more money come in your pocket.
So what are schools not for them?
So school's not for you, in my opinion, it's actually easier, right? I wasn't doing school for a period of time, so like 1 to 3 to 4 years after high school. And what I did, I think it's easier to stack money actually not being in school. The reason why I say that is because you don't have anything limiting your time. Every hour can be towards making more money. School's a little different than that. You got to be more finesse. You got to finesse it more, be more strategic. But with not being in school, you can just work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, especially if you're our age and you're mid to late 20s or even early 20s, right? And you just stack money, stack, preferably a good paying job, but it doesn't even have to be a good paying job. It could be an entry level job somewhere and just do as much overtime as you possibly can, pay for your bills, be conservative with your money, and then put back as much as you can. Like I save at least 75 to 85% of my income. And those who are not going to school can definitely do that as well.
So if school is for them, how do they get in and afford actual tuition if they were not the best?
So that's all situational. So here in Tennessee, I can only speak for Tennessee. I mean, across the nation, you'll have to contact me individually about your state, and I'll look up the rules and regulations on community college for your state. But here in Tennessee in particular, we have something called Tennessee Reconnect, baby, or Tennessee Promise. If Tennessee Reconnect states if you're above the age of 24, college is free, or the first 2 years of college is free. So that's great, right? It's free. They'll pay for your college, and sometimes you get more than that. So if you're above the age of 24, I suggest you use the Tennessee Reconnect if you're in Tennessee. It doesn't matter how well you did. It's the purpose of a community college, right? It's for a second, third, fourth, and fifth chance, right? You can go to community college. And I just say while you're in a community college, do well. And as you do well, you accumulate scholarships, you accumulate a reputation, and then when you transfer over to a university, they'll see your track record and say, hey, this person is a real diligent, worker, a person who can work hard, a person who's going to be successful in the future, and we'll also want to invest in them. If you don't get that initial scholarship transitioning to university, all I can say is the summers before that, just know that and save up money as much as you possibly can. Like I'm telling you, the nickel and dime it and save for the cars, just do the same thing for tuition and save it and pay for it out of pocket. Another thing that a lot of people have an issue with is being accustomed to bad habits, right? So for instance, like getting a Starbucks coffee every single day. That right there will ruin your financial freedom. If you do that 5 times a week, in a Starbucks coffee is averaging $5 each time you go there. Some people go there twice a day, but just say you go there once a day. That's $25, right? That's $100 a month, $1,200 a year. If you took that money that you spent on that and invested into the S&P 500, put it into the stock market, and let it sit that whole year. Instead of going to Starbucks, I suggest that you all fix it yourself. You know, you can make a cup of coffee for like 10 cents. And that's what we do. We have green teas. We have what, babe? Herbal teas. And we just make them ourselves. Try to break the habits like that, because those are the habits that are actually hurting you financially. Yeah, so clothes, I'm really conservative on that as well. Like, I go to places like Marshall. Like, you still get the name brand. You get it for a whole lot cheaper. Oftentimes, there's some like defect on the clothes, but you can barely even tell. Like this polo hat that I have on right now came from Marshall's. Marshall's one of my favorite places to shop. But going to the actual name brand store like Tommy Hilfiger, the Polo Outlet, or wherever you may go, you're gonna get prices so high that it's ridiculous. Like I saw this same hat at the Polo Outlet for like $30, and I got it at Marshall's for about 10. You see the difference. Be conservative with your money. Be cautious in how you spend it.
So you're saying travel wouldn't be in that?
If you have a goal, like trying to play from school, first of all, trying to get scholarships from good grades. But if that's not your case, trying to save up for school, travel should not be even in your mindset. You're not even in a position to travel, but you will be after you graduate, get your degree, and get your high-paying job, and yada yada yada, and be debt-free and have financial freedom. You can travel anywhere in the world you like. But for right now, we're going to sacrifice a little to get through school debt-free, buy that car debt-free, buy that house, put as much as you can down, because the house is the only thing that I think you should get in debt with, because it's hard to dish out $100,000, $200,000. Travel should be out of your budget unless you're ready for it.
Well, some things that are essentials to some, like makeup or...
Yeah, the particular makeup brands, me personally, I'm not going to be able to speak on that, but I'm sure it's like everything else, right, babe? Like, you can find alternatives that are cheaper. Be as conservative as possible, right? Like, okay, sometimes you need to have some quality over the dollar amount. Okay, I get that, right? Sometimes I do that with the cleaning equipment that I use to clean my house. But don't make it the most expensive thing ever. Make sure that it's right at that dollar mark where you can just do it. Spending cautiously. And that's how I'm able to save $15,000 out of $25,000 income. Yeah, so that's the thing financially. I can go in more detail if you like. I just didn't want to go in all this detail, make such a long, drawn out video. But if you have any questions or concerns, please place it in the comments below. You can contact me on my email, which should be on my YouTube page, and we can talk about your individual situation. Devin and I, and even Ashley and I, or just me, whoever's available, can listen and hear your situation out, and we can help you. Not only do we help financially, but we also can help academically. And what we're going to do is just recap everything. So basically, all about being conservative spender and all about being a cautious spender, right? Better if you budget every single dollar in your account. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't do that. I know I probably should. How I save money is just to minimize my spending. If I minimize my spending at the end of each month, I have money left. So then I put that money on my Robinhood account, which I can make a video about that. Or I put it into my money marketing account, or I put it into my savings account. I got 3 different types of savings accounts. I just threw everything that I knew to talk about. If you all want to talk about anything in depth, just comment below and we can go over that and make a video about that as well. I'm really interactive. You guys give me your email. We can possibly have you call in and talk about these individual things that you may want to discuss and go in greater detail. Comment below, subscribe, give us feedback on what we need to do, what we need to focus on a little bit more. Like I said, it's going to be a academic and a financial channel, because those are the things that I think I have done well in my life, and I would like to give my advice to others because I want to see everybody prosper, everybody be successful, and everybody be on the road to financial freedom like I am. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we'll be back with some more. It's eye opening.